gotta open it up, read it, and you'll have an appreciation for each side, no matter what your favorite generally is.
Yeah, well, you know what, dude? That's basically what the 7 deadly sin pride is. You know, pride leads to ignorance. You're so proud of DC Comics, and it's only DC,
There you go, man. You're getting philosophical with this shit. I like it.
Or you're only Marvel, then you're being ignorant to the other thing. And like I was gonna say, Marvel is doing their new series, Marvel Now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hop in on it. Dude, when I look through the number, I always look through to see what's coming out that week. And every time I see a number one, whether it's Image, Dark Horse, DC, whatever, I always go, I should probably buy that. You know, because who knows? This could be the next Watchmen, could be the next big thing. So now Marvel's doing that, I'm gonna go check out those number ones.
Well, you picked up for me for my birthday. You got me the first volume 1. You got me volume 1 of Bedlam.
Yeah.
Bedlam is awesome. If you're a Batman fan, read Bedlam. It's Image Comics. I'm not going to spoil a damn thing because it's just a great book. And again, if you like Batman, you'll like Bedlam. So again, branch out, read other things because they're all good, and just immerse yourself in it. It's all fantastic. And speaking of fantastic, the Fantastic Four. Look at that, right? Oh, I'm getting so good at this. The Fantastic Four. The reboot that's coming up. They last night, 2 nights ago, they released very late the cast who is going to be the Fantastic Four.
Is it official?
It's official. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. I just wanted to make sure
it's out there, man.
Then I could really give my opinion.
Yeah, so you're going to want to. And again, there was a lot of backlash, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking Ben Affleck style backlash. Maybe not so harsh because it's not.
You know what, dude?
Because it's not Batman, but it's still.
Go ahead.
Here, okay. All right, playing the part of Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, Michael B. Jordan. Mm-hmm. Now I got to give him some props because he played Cyborg in the Flashpoint Paradox movie.
Yeah, man. And you know what? He said in when they did that, what's it called? That panel.
Yeah.
And he was like, it looked like he really kind of wanted to start reading comics. He was really.
That's not him. That's a different guy.
Oh, who am I thinking of? I'm sorry. Fuck it.
Completely different guy. Don't worry about it.
Go ahead.
You're thinking of the new guy who plays Cyborg. You're confusing the movies. Don't worry. Not a big deal. So anyway, he was also in Chronicle, and I think he was in Red Tails too. Okay. Now again, playing the part of Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, from House of Cards, Kate Mara.
Yeah.
She's a good actress. She really is. We'll see what comes of that. I don't know. I don't know if she'll be blonde or not, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Playing the part of Reed Richards is Miles Teller. So he'll be playing Mr. Fantastic. Miles Teller is from Project X. I think you pointed it out to me. You say he played the baseball player who brings all the college kids over to the party in Project X. I don't know. that's one that stumps me a little bit.
He looks young.
He does look very young.
But I looked up. He's like 27 years old. I think he was born in 87.
And that's nothing. It looks. I think AMC Movie Talk calls them this. They call it the Fantastic Four babies. Yeah. That's literally. I mean, they're all going to be very young.
But I just want to point out that in the comics they are very, very young when they. Well, I don't know if they all are. I know for a fact.
But it's less believable to have a bunch of astronauts who are 15 years old. I know they're not that young, but
I know in the original story, Johnny Storm is like 16 when they go on that flight and get their powers. So that's pretty young. But I don't remember how old they were. But go on.
So next up, man, my favorite out of all of them, The Thing, Ben Grimm, is going to be played by Jamie Bell. Jamie Bell was in Looper. He was in King Kong. He was in Flags of Our Fathers. He's a good actor. It disappoints me because out of all the actors they have in this, the best one is going to be completely covered up by CGI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're taking you're probably your biggest gun on this cast, and you're putting stones on them. So again, the casting for it, in my eyes, not bad. I'm going to say what I always say, which is you got to wait. It's going to rely on the writing. It's going to rely on the directing. Mm-hmm. It's all about story. It's all about dialogue, and then action comes. We know how to do action. That's not a problem. But I mean, the backlash on it was high, man. I mean, we tweeted that out pretty, right after it came, I saw that it dropped, and immediately I didn't get one. Yeah. Let's say I didn't get one positive tweet about it. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be rough. I don't know.
Let's address the elephant in the room. His name is Michael B. Jordan, right?
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan is playing Johnny Storm, and Michael B. Jordan is an African American.
Yes.
Okay? Obviously, we know that Sue Storm and Johnny Storm
Our brother and sister.
are brother and sister. Okay, that's fine. So it's a possibility of that not happening.
No, I think they'll still do it. I'm just maybe going with adoption or
They
something.
I think that's what they're gonna do, and I kind of hope they don't. And I'll just say this: who do you think is going to be the adopted child in there?
That's yeah. I hear what you're saying. Maybe that's not how it'll go.
You know what? I don't think it will, and please don't take this for what it is. How many African Americans?
Don't take this for what it is.
Don't try to twist this.
Yes, please.
How many African American families do you think adopt white children?
I understand what you're
And
saying.
it's not to be rude. It doesn't happen. I just really hope they. But
You hope they don't go there, or you hope they don't fall into that stereotype.
just
Is
don't
basically
even-
what you're saying.
I think you should
Don't
just
do
stay
that.
away from it in general. It's no point. I'm already upset that he's black, and because there is a dynamic between the brother and sister. That Sue Storm, like I said, he's very young. Okay, Johnny Storm is very young when they go on the fight. So Sue Storm is always very controlling. That's how it's portrayed in the first movie. And they're not going to have that dynamic anymore.
I think they could still pull off the dynamic.
do.
I think it's going to be fine.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I mean-
I liked Michael B. Jordan in Chronicle. I think he was more of the comic relief in that movie. Have you seen Chronicle?
Yeah.
Where all the kids find some alien thing get superpowers. I thought he kicks ass in that movie. So that all being said, I'm confident that he'll be fine in the movie, man. I think it'll be good for that matter. We'll see. We'll see. And again, you can't judge until you see it. So, but one thing we have seen, and again, going with young actors, Dane DeHaan is going to be playing the Green Goblin in the upcoming Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie.
Yeah.
And they finally released a relatively good image of him, which is a badass image. I like the look, man. I like it. He's it's organic. It's not a suit, man.
You know what?
When he's wearing the suit, he's on the glider, but his face he looks like the Goblin, you know?
For me, I just really... This is definitely one of the movies this year that I just really have to see.
Yes,
This
absolutely.
is the one, because you know why? There are a ton of villains in this movie. One. Spoilers. If you're a comic book fan, this really isn't spoilers, but I believe that Gwen Stacy might die in this movie.
Oh, no, she's going to.
We don't know that for sure. I think that's the thing. So
I'm going to tell you right now, I will put money
Well,
on it that she dies at the end of this movie.
Spoilers, like I said, if you're a comic book fan, you've known about Gwen Stacy's death forever. Either way, that's how you can weed out real comic book fans and not comic book fans. Go yell that in a room, and all the people who go, "Whoa, why would you?" be like, "Well, you're not real." No, just joking. But so that's. You're going to have that. You're going to have all these villains. You're bringing in one of the biggest Spider-Man villains, which would be Green Goblin. I mean,
The biggest Spider-Man villain.
I think Doc Ock is the biggest one, in my opinion.
Well, but the Green Goblin is his Joker.
You know, like Doc Ock killed Spider-Man, right? And he's like, remember in Dragon Ball Z where Goku and what's his name flip bodies?
Yeah.
That's basically what Spider-Man
Okay.
and Doc Ock have done. But Doc Ock succeeded, and Spider-Man's in Doc Ock's body, and he died. But that's just what's going on in the crazy comics. Anyways.
Comic books.
So this, I really, really, really want to see this movie.
I
need
too.
to know how they're going to do all this.
I loved Amazing Spider-Man.
I'm nervous.
I thought Amazing
Yes.
Spider-Man was about as good as you're going to get rebooting one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. Mm-hmm. And it was funny. There's comic relief, and they've released a lot of stuff on the Spider-Man movie, probably because it's going to be so damn long because there's so much in it.
I wonder how long it's going to... Well, maybe it's like a two-parter? No,
they ain't going to go two-parter, that's for sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it rolled up around 2:45.
They should. How cool would it be if the first part was all about Shockwave, and then the second part's all about Green Goblin and Gwen Stacy? Boom, baby!
Nah, I wouldn't like it.
How about in 3 movies, which it probably should have been?
Yeah, probably.
Let's
but
think about
they want to get Mary Jane in there. They want to get Spider-Man onto his original track, which is that storyline.
But no, the original track is Gwen Stacy. The most known is Mary Jane. Gwen Stacy was so relevant for such a long time.
Then that's what I mean, the most known.
They were going to get married in the comics. That's how far along they were in their relationship when she died.
I thought she was still in high school when she died.
No, they were going to get married.
Jesus.
So, I mean, it's just...
Preach to me, buddy.
Either way. Well, I'm sure there's tons of adaptations of it, so who knows?
It was done well. It was done well. And
Yeah,
again,
I thought the first one was really good.
Again, it always comes down to writing and directing and story.
Always.
Speaking of directing, Marvel is eyeing directors for Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
that's all. That's the only news there is. They're looking at people, plain and simple.
Which is cool. More movies, like we always say, man. The more stuff that's out there, the more we get to watch, the more we get to talk about it and enjoy it. So, I'm not a big fan of Doctor Strange. I don't know his villains. I don't know the draw. Hopefully, when they start getting really in motion with this movie, hopefully I'll be really interested.
I like the fact that Marvel's kind of getting away from the cost. Not that they're getting away from, but they're also throwing out these superheroes that aren't the caped, tight wearing Crusaders.
Yeah,
it's the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're a bunch of ragtag, group of aliens, we'll call them.
Yeah.
It's not traditional, and I think it's definitely a good way for it to lean. But that also leaves things open for DC, where they do have the specialty on the caped crusading heroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People like Superman, Wonder Woman, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that Marvel definitely does well, and Doc Strange is going to be one of those types of people. One of those types of characters that they can use for a very different type of movie, as opposed to the Iron Man type superheroes or all of that. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep our fingers crossed and hope they come out with something good. That's all you can really hope for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So before, because we got a little bit of time, but they released the first image of the Suicide Squad from Arrow.
Yeah.
I have problems with it.
Well,
not problems with any of the characters, the fact that they're doing it. I have a problem that every one of them looks like they're all wearing street clothes. Come on, it's this Suicide Squad. Get nuts. Throw some fucking costumes on them, man. Let me see, dazzle me a little bit, man. Get me hyped up. Like, holy shit, look at Deadshot's wearing, his uniform or something like that. And Deadshot, I guess you can get away with. But the rest of them, give them a little something more than some street clothes to wear. And then you can really impress me. But then again, it's the CW.
Yeah, but you could even go the X-Men way and just kind of give them all rubber suits. You know what I mean? Like all the same kind of similar suits, so they look like a team. They look like a squad.
That's fine too, and that'd be fine. But again, with X-Men, and actually, I tweeted this week because there's a picture of Wolverine that came out that was in really good resolution, and there's a little bit of yellow and blue in his costume.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
which is cool.
Just a little bit. That's it. Come on, just fucking do it, man. Let me see the Wolverine costume on screen. Besides in the what do you call the alternate ending of the Wolverine, where he does get the brown and yellow suit.
Yeah, I'll say it, man. Fox, you're a big pussy, dude.
You're a bunch of pussies, Fox. Just do it. Bryan Singer, you're a pussy too, and you ruined Superman Returns, you son of a bitch.
Bryan Singer, we're calling you out.
By the way, did you see when he says he came out and said, my plans for the next Superman movie was to have Darkseid in it. Okay. And it's like, what are you trying to say? Like, we should feel bad that they cut you off? No, it's not our fault because we didn't like the movie. It's our fault because you made a shitty Superman movie and you gave him a kid.
Dude, they're gathering all these heroes right now. Trust me, Darkseid's probably on his way.
I'm just saying, if anything, you should be more mad at what's his name, Bryan Singer, because he screwed it up, because we could have had the Darkseid movie.
My next movie's going to have Darkseid. What are you going to do with the kid?
Then again, yeah, exactly. But then again, he does kill it on X-Men. Best X-Men movies are made by Bryan Singer.
Yes they are. Yeah.
And he's an X-Men fan. He's a fanboy. He's cruising in on Apocalypse that's coming up next. He tweets about it all the time. He's very engaged with his followers. So in that respect, he's a good dude and he is a good director.
Yeah.
He just fucked up one movie that is very near and dear to my heart.
We all have something we want to take back.
I know. So what are you going to do? That's the comic book world for you. That's the comic book movie world for you.
Indeed.
Oh, God. It's Friday night, and I got to get out of here, man. I need to go have some fun, wind down from the weekend, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, hey, we're going to sign off. So first off and foremost, follow us at Earth Prime WKLY on Twitter. We'll tweet up all the news during the week. Follow us. We'll keep you informed, and we'll tweet the podcast. You can listen to it directly off Twitter. And Danny's got a little something for you right here.
Yeah, man. I do a live 2-hour show called Earth Prime Live. It's kind of a sister show. It's on SportsTownChicago.com. You can go online and listen live. It's Tuesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. And next week we're going to be probably going to dedicate a whole hour to The Killing Joke. So,
ooh, The Killing Joke. That'll be a good one. Tune in, people.
Yeah, and you can also follow me at Earth Prime Live, where I'm tweeting pictures of artists and news for you.
More funny stuff. A lot less straight news than I'm giving you. So, hey, but that's it. Once again, this has been Earth Prime Weekly. Have a good weekend, everybody. Hey, we'll see you next week. Same time, only on Earth Prime.